Hello everyone, welcome to Marsaille Wells IHEARTRADIO show. I'm your girl Marsaille Wells and today I'm with Annie Rose.
Woo! Hi.
Hi, how are you, girl?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing, just living life and everything. Now, I'm just going to ask you a couple questions, let the audience know you more. Now, I know you've been doing YouTube for like 4 years. What's your favorite milestone in your career so far?
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. I feel like hitting 100,000 subscribers was like so exciting because it's kind of going for like, it's kind of like when you're 9 years old and when you turn 10, you know, you add on the digit. It was so exciting. We had like this whole party with my family, so that was really exciting. But overall, I mean, everything I've done with YouTube to me is a mini milestone. So I mean, like, there's so many things.
That's amazing. That's absolutely awesome. Congratulations, by the way. Congratulations. That's like
Thank you.
a great milestone. Now, you not only have one new song out, but 2 new songs. It's called Without Thinking and Goodbye. That's out now. Go stream it on Spotify and all the big platforms, everyone. Now, tell us about your song.
So, Without Thinking is a song that I wrote with my best friend, Hope. It's basically like what I learned from a past relationship. And it's kind of like a note to self, like, this is what you do next time. This is what you don't do. This is everything I learned. So, it's really personal, really emotional. Goodbye is even more emotional. It's basically like a letting go song and moving on and just kind of that point that I feel like everyone has at least once in life where they're like, I have to let go of this person because it's not good. And it's just like, both of the songs are very emotional and personal to me. So like when I was first coming out with them, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, everyone's going to know how my deep heart is. And it's just, It was crazy. But I love both of the songs so much.
Those are great. I mean, those are 2 great emotional message. And for like teen girls like us, like we need to know how to move on and get over our past and not like regret or anything for ourselves and like you know, be true to who we are. I love that. Now, how was like the creative process of writing both of those songs? Let's start with Without Thinking first.
So Without Thinking was actually really interesting. So I go to this music school with like a bunch of people. It's a fun little community. And basically one of the classes was that we could either write an intense breakup song or like a love song in 20 minutes. So me and my friend partnered up and we had 20 minutes to write the whole song. And so what you hear on Spotify is pretty much exactly what we had written in 20 minutes. Like I was doing lyrics, she was doing melody, we were playing piano, and we were like freaking out.
That's crazy.
Ended up working out super awesome. I know, we were so shocked. We were like, I cannot believe we did this in 20 minutes. Obviously, like we tweaked some things and changed some things over time, but the creative process was very much not the normal process because it was on a time crunch, which is usually not how I do it. I usually, take my time, let it all sit in. So it was very interesting for sure, but I think the message ended up coming out just as we wanted it, even with like 20-minute time frame.
I love that you did that amazing song in like 20 minutes and with your best friend. That even makes it even more special, in my opinion.
Thank you.
That's crazy. Now, I want you to tell me one lyric in Without Thinking that resonates with you the most. Like, if a person just heard that one line, like, how would that, like... You know what I mean? Like if you heard that one line, like how would that make you feel?
You'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, can I do 2? Because I totally have 2.
Yes, of course you can do 2.
There's one in the chorus. It's like the second half of the chorus, and it just says, words will not fail to deceive. I feel like I fall for people's words all the time. Like, I can be very naive sometimes, and I'm very much like, oh, if you say this, like, I'll trust you. Another one is the line in the bridge. It's kind of like a mic drop moment. It's, what is it? It's, you made me believe I found heaven, but hell disguised itself as a boyfriend. So it's kind of like
it's like one of those like, moments.
Yeah,
like she popped off. She popped off. I love both of those lines, and I love your music because it really just, like I said, it resonates to teen girls like me. Like, I'm 15, and, like, listening to these music, it's like, yes, you have to have self-love for yourself. You need to know when to move on. Yeah. You need to, like, you know what I mean? We all need those messages. That's really great. Now, with Goodbye, tell me a little bit about that, your creative process with that, and, like, your favorite lyric and all that good stuff.
So, Goodbye was... Okay, I'm going to get real personal for a second. So I had just kind of broken up with someone who was like a really close friend of mine. We never actually dated, but in my mind, we were kind of dating, so it was a whole thing. So I basically had to let go of him, and a few days later after that, I was like, I'm feeling so much emotion, and I need to get it out. So I called a friend of mine. His name's Gideon. He actually works at that music school I was telling you about. So we kind of got together, and I basically ranted to him. I told him the whole story. I told him how I felt. I told him, like, how I said, you know, all of my goodbyes and everything like that. And then he kind of helped me. He jotted down some ideas, and then we kind of like went back and forth on like, oh, that's really good and that's really good. So the creative process was very, very personal. It was really hard. Like, writing about something that is that difficult can be very like crazy, because you're really digging down into your soul, and you're like taking all like the hurt and the pain, and you're putting it into words, and then you have to like tell another person. It was just overall a lot of emotion, and just like a lot.
That's really powerful. Was there ever a moment where you hesitated to not release a song because it was so personal and so emotional, and it was so like about someone that you do care about?
Yeah, there was a lot of times I was like, I don't know if I could even post this, because like I didn't know like what people were gonna think, like people who knew what happened in real life, because that's a whole thing about being on YouTube, is that you have your YouTube life, but you also have your personal life, and sometimes I never know what aspects to like share with like the two sides of my life. So it was definitely very like, is this too personal? Is this, you know, gonna make the person it's about like feel uncomfortable? It was a lot.
I have a question. Did you get support by your past person when they heard the song? I don't know if y'all are still connected right now, but did you ever, like, when you posted the song, did you ever get, like, support from, like, your friends and your family and all that stuff, or were they a little bit more hesitant on the song as well?
I had a lot of support. Oh, is this still in? I feel like it stopped.
No, we're good. We're good.
We're good? Okay, good. I had a lot of support from my friends and family, definitely, and, people were so nice and understanding, so it was awesome. I'm so grateful for everyone.
Yes, and it's such a great song. I mean, saying goodbye itself is such like a strong phrase, because when you say goodbye to someone that you've known for like years, it's really hard, because even if they do like things that make your head go like, I don't know about that, you still have this other side of you that's kind of like, but should I just throw this away? That powerful. Power to you, girl, for like releasing this song. Power to all the girls, and all the girls that are like listening to this right now. Go stream it, because I love the song. That's great.
Oh, thank you so much.
Anytime. Now, what motivates you to create music? Is it just like I'm just gonna let you finish before I say anything. Just what motivates you to create music?
Honestly, at the very beginning, what motivated me to create music was just all my friends. They were always supporting me and were like, you need to do this, because I would write music, but I wouldn't tell anyone. I would just like show one or two people. And so I had a lot of people kind of motivating me to do it. But now that it's like a part of me, and it's something that I've like owned and, you know, taken as my thing, what motivates me is the message that I can spread to my viewers. So like with Goodbye, I wanted to show them that like you can move on, and like I was deeply attached to this person, but like here we are 6 months later, like he's nowhere to be seen. And so each time that I make a song, I want to think about like how people are going to take this and what could inspire them in the things that I've dealt with that other people have also dealt with. I mean, like you said, we're 14-year-old girls, like we've all dealt with things like this before. So my motivation really comes from like how I can help my viewers.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really great. Now, if you could collaborate with anyone to make a song, who would it be? Like your favorite artist, your favorite person in the world, who would it be?
I don't know. I feel like there'd be so many different things. Like, I love Ariana Grande for, like, her vocals. Like, we could sound really cool together, but at the same time, I would love to write a song with, like, Tate McRae, because I feel like she would have so many cool ideas, and she would, like, just understand me. Because, like, when I listen to her music, she's so amazing that I feel like we're, like, friends. Like, I feel like she knows what I'm going through. So, I don't know. One of those two. Definitely.
I love those answers, because both artists have like the similar thing that you're doing. It's like creating music out of their own personal experiences, which is really great. I really love that. Now, what do you want your audience to take away from your songs? Like, what do you want your audience to, like, when they hear this song, do you want it to help them or inspire them or make them feel an emotion that they didn't feel before? What do you think?
Yeah, with my new songs, specifically Goodbye, I want them to realize that like it gets better and you can let go of who you need to let go, and just kind of like I want them to find the courage in them to be like, no, I don't have to go through this. Like I can let go of people and I can do this. You know, I want them to find strength and inspiration and motivation to get to the other side.
I love that because that's like a really empowering thing to like tell people, because a lot of people don't know how to let go. And that's something that's really like difficult for everyone. Everyone goes through the same thing. Like, oh my gosh, there's a beautiful boy and he was amazing, because we all don't want to lose the memories, the good memories of the time. Yep. And when you let them go, you're like, oh, did I do the right thing? But we all need that group of friends and family to be like, girl, you don't need him. You got this. You got this. Go.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
The Hype Squad.
Yes, the Hype Squad. I love that. Now, let's talk about your YouTube channel a little bit. Now, like I said, you've been doing YouTube for 4 years. And you also have a YouTube channel with your sister, Lily. Now, how is it like collaborating your YouTube life with your family, like with your sister? That's really interesting.
Well, I think it's awesome because we all have different things that make us special. So, like, for me, I am I really enjoy editing, and I'm kind of more of, like, a bubbly, like, keep things unconfrontational type of person. Lily is, like, very business savvy, very smart, really strategic, good at planning. And so, like, and even my parents, like, they have their own role in what we do. So, as together, as one big team, we all have, like, so many different unique talents that we can really help each other. So, I find it super helpful. And also there's something different with like working with family than working with a bunch of managers, because they get you and they do have their best interests at heart and they don't just want to like use you and make money off of you. So I have found it to be super just like a really good environment, really supportive and just really awesome, because I feel like a lot of times people in the business world kind of just want to steal your money and just want to like use you and stuff. So like being with your family is just super different.
Yeah, that's really great. I love, like, I work with my mom and, like, my family and stuff, and I totally understand what you're coming from. I totally understand. Now, did you, like, just go up to your sister and you were like, hey, you want to create a YouTube channel, or was it just, like, a natural thing? Because I know that she had her own separate YouTube channel, if I'm correct, as well, and y'all are growing. So what was it like were you just asking her, like, hey, Lily, you want to make a channel? You want to collaborate? Or, like, you know?
That's honestly exactly how it went. I remember one day we're spending the day together. Actually, this is kind of funny. So we were just like in the car singing songs, and we were like cracking up. We were just saying the funniest things, like back and forth. We were just like in such a good mood. And then we were like, oh my gosh, we're so entertaining. And then we were like, why did we make a YouTube channel? So it was kind of an idea that sparked as a joke. But then over time, the more that we thought about it, we were like, this could be really cool. And then they were like, why not, instead of just going and creating a whole third channel, and so it'd be like me, then her, then both of us, we were like, why don't I just like partly move on to your channel and we just do videos together, because like we have so much fun together and we have a really good relationship. And so we were like, why not just make videos?
Yes, I love that sister bonding. I have 4 sisters, so I totally understand the sister
bonding.
That's
so sweet.
Yes, I love that. Now, I have a question. Well, how do you see yourself in 20 years doing music and YouTube? Do you see yourself still collaborating those 2 lives together? Or do you think you might depart from one?
I don't think I will depart from one, because music is kind of like, it's my passion, and it's like the thing that I do. The second something bad happens to me, I go to my piano, I go to my guitar, I go to my songwriting book or anything like that. And then YouTube is also a place where I get to like express myself, and it's more community oriented. Like I get to be with people and with my fans online, talking to them and sharing my messages with them. So like I get 2 completely different feelings with them. So I think that they're definitely 2 things I will always want to do, because they're just like the 2 main passions in my life.
That's great. That's really great. Now, do you think that, how was it like collaborating your music life with your YouTube life? Was it like a different, like, what's the right word? Was it like a complete, like, shocking to all your fans that you did music? Or was it kind of like, oh, okay, Annie, oh, she's doing music now. How was that like, transitioning that into YouTube?
Yeah. It was really hard at first, because I feel like a lot of people were just like, oh, like, you do music. Like, we didn't know about this. Because the thing is, like, I've always brought my fans, like, super in detail to my life. And so all of a sudden I'm coming out with music. And people were just kind of, like, confused. And they're like, oh, I didn't know you did music. So at first it was kind of like a little, like, bump in the road to get over. But I think now, like, the true fans really support it. And that's super awesome. But at the same time, I'm also keeping them slightly separate instead of making them all together one, because like I want people to listen to my music who want to listen to my music and people to watch my videos who want to watch my videos. They don't necessarily have to be intertwined, but at first that was kind of the goal, so it was a little tricky to figure out, but we're on a good roll now.
Yes, that's really great. I really love that, how you put these two like big multimillion things in your life and put it together in such a nice way, because I know you also have a channel called Annie Rose Music where you put all your music, and that's really great to like organize everything. Do you have any advice for kids and teens and girls our age that are trying to become YouTubers and become singers and artists and just trying to be like creative minds? Do you have any advice for them?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I wish I could do like a whole separate thing just on advice, because like I've been through it all. Oh my goodness. Like 4 years in this industry will teach you a lot. I would say, starting with number one, if you want to do literally anything in life, you should be nothing but yourself. Because I've gone down paths where I'll spend a lot of time trying to change my appearance, trying to go a certain way or make my videos different or come across a different way because I am influenced by something that I see online. Like, oh, she's so much prettier than me. Let me try and be her. And it never works. It does not work. You are born to be yourself. You're a unique person. And like this world has so many different people, but you are on here as you. And so like embrace that, embrace who you are and make whatever content you want and that fits with your identity. And I think that's like one of the best things to get you started, is just like having that that openness with who you're trying to reach, so that they don't feel like you're, you know, faking or you're trying to be someone you're not, because that's gonna eventually just lead to your unhappiness.
Right. I totally agree. Wow, girl, that's some powerful words. I love that. Be yourself, be unapologetic yourself. Yes, don't change for the world. Don't change for YouTube. Just be yourself. I love that so much. Now, I have two and final questions for you. Number one, what is one thing that no one knows about you? And number two, why should people follow your journey?
Oh, wow. Okay. Good questions. One thing no one knows about me. What is one thing no one knows about me? Oh my gosh, okay, I haven't. So when I was younger, my biggest dream, like before YouTube, before anything, my biggest dream in life was to be a horseback rider. I don't know why, because like I never had even like seen a horse in real life, but that was just my biggest dream in life. I thought that I was like, that was it, that my heart was set on it. So that was very strange. I'm kind of very glad I didn't go down that road, because like I would not be good at it at all.
You never know. I actually went horseback riding once, and it was fun, but like your thighs will hurt after it. I promise you. It's a beautiful moment with the horse, everything, the sunset, the whole memento. But like after, your thighs, your back, everything will hurt. Yeah. Everything will hurt. Just have to say that. But you never know. You never know. Maybe in the future. You never know.
Yeah. Maybe my childhood dream will come true.
Yes.
maybe that's what my calling is. Why you should follow my journey. I would say that the reason people follow my journey now is because I'm constantly promoting positivity and happiness and like finding the joy even in like all of the midst of the bad things that are going on in the world right now. And so I feel like if you follow my journey, you might be able to get something out of it. Like you might feel more happy or want to smile more just by watching my videos, because that's like the main message that I want to always be promoting. So yeah.
That's fantastic. Annie Rose, thank you so much for being on my show. As well, go like and subscribe to all her social medias, Annie Rose, and also stream her new song, Without Thinking and Goodbye. It's amazing. It's on Spotify and all the amazing platforms. Don't forget to subscribe to Marsaille Wells IHEARTRADIO show, and I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Subscribe to Marsaille's iHeartRadio show for more info on your favorite influencers, celebrities, and what's happening now. And watch the Marsaille TV channel on VTV. Streaming now on Apple TV, Fire TV, Roku, and Android TV. To connect, DM at Marsaille Wells.